Hi, Justin Popovich back again on Orangeville blog, and today another special guest with me, Brenda Winter from
Results by Design Inc., graphic print and web. We also publish a magazine called Community Corners in Vibe. It promotes all of our local businesses. I am so pleased and happy that Justin has contacted me, and here we are.
And yeah, that's why I asked her to do it. I tried to get her to give me
it's a tongue twister.
Yeah, I tried to get her to give it to me, so I just said, you explain it. So that's awesome. So Brenda and I just got together for a chat actually before we did the interview, and in this interview, really what I wanted to do for the people that watch this blog, because there's a lot of local people, is give them a chance to get to know you. And obviously I want you to talk a little bit about your projects and what you're doing, but we're going to go beyond that as well, get to know a little bit more about you personally, what some of the stuff you like to do around town.
Okay.
So I want to start off with your business and some of the projects you're working on right now, and anything else you want to share just about what's going on in business.
Well, Results by Design graphic print and web has actually morphed over the years. I went from just doing design for business cards and marketing materials to actually offering my clients a one-stop shop. And the reason being is we've talked about branding and all the rest of that, but it's also about service. So not only can something like a service that I'm providing under one roof provide consistency and quality, but everything gets done to your satisfaction. You don't have to worry about now engaging a printer or hoping to find the right web person or whatever. I would be able to help you with all of that and transfer your personality or your flavor into any one of these products. I have partnered with some really fabulous people. It's expanded me, it's expanded obviously my business, it's expanded the services that I'm able to offer you. What else? I've just actually finished a memoirs booklet that I feel really honored. It's not something that I'd ever considered before, and it came my way actually through one of my Community Corners booklets. And I wasn't sure at first if it's something that I wanted to do, if it's something that really grabbed me. But it has been the most rewarding experience to actually be involved in somebody's personal life like that and watching them grow.
Yeah. Oh
my gosh, I just felt, I don't know, I just felt like I was on some cloud somewhere looking down into somebody's life from childhood right through to adulthood. This gentleman is 76 years old.
What are you doing for that? How are you helping him?
It's by putting the story of his life together in such a way that he can now hand it down to his children and grandchildren, but we've done it in such a way that it's a book. So it's not just a boring, Grandpa did this, that, and the other thing. It's like really understanding Grandpa, some of the objectives, some of the obstacles that he ran through, what he did in order to overcome those obstacles.
That's a really cool idea, actually.
Oh, it was. And once I got going, it took on a life of its own.
Yeah.
And at the end of the project, they were so happy that I just felt like I'd done something really worthwhile. And that's the way, and we've discussed this before, that's the way I want to feel about all of my projects. That's the way that I want to feel about my clients. I want them to be just as excited about having that end result in their hand.
Yeah.
And I want to feel just as good as to be a part of that. At the end of the day, I did something for someone.
Yeah, it's work that's meaningful to you, and you're getting a kick out of doing it. That's awesome to see.
Exactly, and it's something that's going to help them. Something that you can be proud. You've got a memo pad, sales pitch. No, you've got a memo pad or a business card or just something a little bit different in order to get your name out there and be proud to do it.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about at the end of the day.
Yeah, and so this is your publication here.
Yes, Community Corners in Vibe.
So just hold it up once more. I'm sure you've seen it around town. We'll put a link to it as well. Maybe talk a little bit about this, because I know you're working on the next issue.
Yes, we're working on a fall issue.
Maybe talk about where the idea came from, who reads this, what we can learn in this kind of thing, and we'll just take it from there.
I'd be honored to. Thank you for the pleasure. Community Corners in Vibe, it actually started out 6 years ago as cutting corners originally. I just wanted to, I'd had industry experience before where I saw advertising being sold to people that just couldn't afford it and not necessarily in their best interest.
Okay.
So being part of the design process and whatnot, I started to realize that I could do something that would help people and I could do it in an affordable way. So it started out as cutting corners, and it eventually morphed, and it was all about promoting local business. I'm very much in tune with that. And then with everything else coming on board, as you know, there's all sorts of publications that are coming out, and I thought I had to go back to the drawing board, because if I'm not doing something that's useful or has a purpose, I don't want to be doing it, okay?
Yeah.
It's not a moneymaker. So what I decided to do, as something very near and dear to my heart, is start exploring the world of complementary or alternative health options that a lot of people are not aware of, and if they are, there's a lot of misunderstanding around it.
Definitely.
I had personal experience as to what the catalyst was that brought me into the realm. I used to be extremely skeptical of anything like this. So those are the types of people that I wanted to reach. I wanted to plant some seeds, okay? So initially I had a 20,000 distribution, and I just wanted people to pick it up and just start to get curious, because that's the important thing. I don't want to preach to anybody. I want you to be curious, and I want it to speak to you. The other thing that was important to that also was to ensure that if we were offering information and it was something that spoke to you, that you would have somewhere to go, because that's the biggest disconnect for me, was to be so excited about something, so ready, and then where do I go?
Yeah.
How do I follow through on this?
Yeah.
So I really wanted to make sure that that wasn't going to be a disconnect here, okay? So it's promoting local business, there's local maps in there as well, so it's a keeper, it's not just advertising. And the advertising per se, I like to say, is more about promotion. It's more about promoting not just the person, but what it is that they do. So even the advertising itself is done in an informational sort of way, okay? So it's really quite useful.
That's good, yeah. Information-based advertising, it's something people probably read more than just spewing ads or price discounts or things like that.
Exactly.
And it's something different. Yeah.
And it's a keeper. I mean, if you want to sit there, it's not copious amounts of pages you have to go through, and then go to page 68 to finish the article. It's just little snippets of information so you can enjoy your cup of coffee, oops, or chai tea, or green tea, whatever the healthy drink is today. But no, it's all about that. It's about being able to enjoy it, okay, and it's being able to follow through again locally.
And so the last question I wanted to ask, it kind of leads to that as well, is if there's people watching this that aren't from this area and they're considering moving here, what would be your sales pitch to them, or what would be something you get them to say, hey, come join us over here?
Wow, what's there not? Our location is central to anywhere you want to be.
Yeah, definitely.
But we don't have some of the challenges, I'll just call it that are there. To be able to work locally is wonderful. If you can come up here and work locally, you can find a niche up here and do whatever you want. There's a culture for that. If you want to commute, the accessibility to highways that we have out here is phenomenal.
Yeah.
The quality of services that we have out here is phenomenal.
Yeah, the hospital, I remember, our son was born
fantastic.
there. I mean, yeah,
I have nothing but good things to say about our hospital.
Well, there you go. So.
I don't know if that's a sales pitch or not, but...
Well, I'm trying to mix the questions up, get everybody's different perspectives. That's great. I love... You think she's passionate enough? I think she's got enough for all of us.
Finally, I've met kindred spirit.
Well, thanks, Brenda. It's been great to sit down and chat. And maybe just before we close off, tell people where... We'll have links on the blog, but just tell them where they can go if they want to learn more about any of the projects you're working on right now. Absolutely.
There's my website, of course, which is Community Corners, community with a C, corners with a K.com. There's resultsbydesigninc.ca, again, websites. However, I have an office in Mono Plaza on Highway 10 North if you just wanted to pop in. Just pop in, see the digs, and interview me, see if there's a fit. Maybe I can help.
Option of getting in, yeah.
Maybe there's something I can do for you. The books themselves are available in places where you would expect to find them. Health food stores, Harmony, Nature's Choice, Soaring Heart in Shelburne. Water softener purification specialists is another one. Farmers markets, etc. So there's lots that I'm leaving out. But again, there's a full list on my website if you wanted to know exactly where to go. Pick up a copy. I mean, even if you're finding the west end of Orangeville hard to navigate these days, it's in here. Okay, so you can keep it in your glove box. But
great.
This has been a real honor. I much appreciate.
I really appreciate it. It's so interesting, all the different people you get to meet doing this. So I'm glad you took the time for it. So thanks.
Meeting another mover and shaker.
Yay! So it's been Brenda Winter and Justin Popovich, an Orangeville blog. Thanks again for watching, and make sure you leave us a comment to let us know what you thought.